Right then. Part 2 on Theresa May's fine offer for European Union citizens to stay in the United Kingdom after Brexit. Now, this term lawful, which she used, it does throw up some concerns. After all, how could a European Union citizen be unlawfully in the UK at present? Unless, of course, there are all of the natural things, like they entered the UK without using a passport, or they sneaked into the UK off a ship. Although you're a European Union citizen, in those circumstances you are there, of course, unlawfully. But how could someone who's currently working there, living there, using the NHS, perhaps having a family there, and travelling on holidays in and out of the UK as if it was their own nation state, be there unlawfully? This is the bit that I'm finding hard to swallow. You see, there's time limits on the offer as well. The offer would apply to all the people who are living there between now and the 2019 or 2018 Brexit exit deadline. So what happens after then? Interesting question. We don't know. Do you have to have special leave to apply to enter the United Kingdom if you're a European Union citizen? We don't know. Now, Section 25A of the Immigration Act 1971, okay? There's all sorts of things that make an entry into the UK illegal for a European Union citizen. Breach of deportation law, assisting illegal immigration. Section 8, the Asylum and Immigration Act of 1996, has a section about if a request for information is denied. So let's get this straight. I'm a European Union citizen. I'm walking down Brixton High Street. A policeman, a very nice one, comes up to me and says, could you possibly give me your name and your address? And I say to that officer, okay, I don't have a problem with that. Could you tell me what crime you consider I have committed? And the police officer just insists and says, I still need your name and address. So I say to the police officer, are you detaining me? And he will say, if you don't give me your name and address, yes, I will. So I will say, okay, I'm refusing, on the grounds that you haven't told me what crime you suspect me of committing. Now, if I'm a European Union citizen and this conversation takes place, under Theresa May's lawful entry rules into the UK, because I have refused a request for information, I can be deported. That's the way I'm reading it. Now, these rules, however, would not apply to someone from outside of the European Union, because under Article 31, which is the UN Refugee Act, which the UK has actually signed and is a signatory of, a refusal for a request of information is not an offence for which an illegal immigrant can be deported for. So, I'm finding this all very strange and highly suspicious. Some of the terms that have been used legally. Legally under UK law or legally under European Union law. And this settled status thing. I'm a bit confused. Does it apply from the time when you apply for it, or does it not apply till the 5 years is up? they've stated that after the 5 years, it is there for life. But what if I'm in my second year and my child needs to go to hospital? What if I'm in my third year and I want to get married? Am I allowed to? There's an awful lot more flesh that needs to come out on the bones. Now, obtaining leave to stay by deception, okay, is another charge that under UK law, that's that an illegal immigrant can be deported for. Now, let's say somebody comes into the UK on a French passport, just for example, and that passport isn't real, then it's exactly the same charge and exactly the same penalty. Both the non-European Union citizen and the European Union citizen will get deported because you've produced a false passport. I don't think I've even seen one of those, but there you go. Stuff like this makes me think of that. So, okay, that one's going to be all right. But now, I mean, I'm going down the list, and I can see how UK law, especially under things like refusal for information, could be construed in ways that the UK could effectively choose who it wants to stay and who it leaves. Not in terms of you're a European Union citizen or you're not. I could see a lot of manipulation happening under the legally allowed to stay stuff. So, there's a part 3 to this one. Thank you very much.